Why do people with ADHD have an intense need to express themselves emotionally? What happens for someone with ADHD who doesn't express their negative emotions, these emotions build up internally in the body, essentially creating negative energy. This leads to loss of sleep, distress, overthinking, preoccupation. Essentially, the person will stop being able to function and live a normal life if they do not express their emotions. Now, the problem here is that it's not always safe or healthy to express your emotions, because sometimes if you have ADHD, the people that you care about do not care about you, and they do not care about your emotions. So trying to express your emotions to those people would be falling on deaf ears. Essentially, you're not going to get your needs met. And sometimes people with ADHD, because of the rejection dysphoria, will not actually fully recognize who cares about their emotions and who doesn't. Which means that sometimes when someone has ADHD, they will make attempts to express themselves emotionally to people who just don't care. And that's not very healthy. But the alternative is that they keep their emotions within, and then they lose sleep, they go into their head, they overthink, they become distressed. It's quite difficult for someone with ADHD to learn how to navigate these intense negative emotions that come about as a result of interpersonal experiences. For someone with ADHD, it's good to recognize that you probably have a deep need to express yourself emotionally when a negative situation comes up in relation to you and another person. And then also recognize that sometimes you may need to navigate those intense negative emotions on your own in a way where you can release them without having to speak them to someone who may not be safe to articulate yourself to. Or else trigger might be so intense that actually you just need time, and you need time processing those emotions on your own before you actually do articulate them to someone who really does care. Being hyper aware of your tendency to have this deep need to articulate your negative emotions is step one. And then step two is finding ways where you can work through these emotions on your own, particularly when it's not safe to share these emotions with other people, or you're too triggered, it's too intense, and you haven't quite made sense of these emotions yet. At my company, Private Therapy Clinic, we do a lot of work with ADHD. We're trying to have less people on medication these days. We do prescribe medication. It's just not the answer in terms of helping navigate your ADHD once and for all, and being able to really build the mental resilience that I believe in relation to navigating life with ADHD. If you want medication, you can speak to our psychiatrist. I myself just try to promote other ways rather than just relying on medication. There's so many strategies that can help.